It's on. The machine is on. The machine is working. The machine is fire. Good time, bad time, and turn it into what we want. In any form, it's beautiful.
What? I'm looking at it through the camera. I'm like, glowing different. Dude, what's going on? Glowing different. It's nice.
Like, people never know how many people you need for this. Like, you watch the breakfast challenge, just like
Thank you. You're far too kind. You could have been anywhere else in the world. Literally, you can be because this is on YouTube, so that doesn't matter. But I'm glad that wherever you are in the world, you're spending your data, your time, your energy watching the greatest show on earth. If you don't know, I'm talking about the Erratic Show, the only show where we in the streets and industry, and it's hosted by the one and only Erratic Assassin, the hip-hop therapist, the only hip-hop therapist. I don't think you've heard of another. There will never be another. I'm here to talk about it. Let's get into it. You know, I've been rolling. Sorry, baby, I missed last week, but last week was hectic. You know, I had hip-hop therapy, that boom, there was a vibe. Had to recover from that. From there, you know, the boys Nouveau were gigging. I tripped, I felt like Monarch. Got a young song here, you know what I'm saying? Chini Nama, X-Man for real. Yeah, so showing off the, you know, the tribe. It was good. Actually, this weekend I had my daughter with me as well. So I've just been busy, you know, handling the personal life, trying to find the balance of it, trying to get everything right in together. Because the energy, man, you give. Niggas be taking. And it's not even like a take in a bad way, but you're just always giving. So sometimes you need to rest, come here. Because when I get here, I need to give you guys all my energy, need to give you guys all my love, need to, you know, make sure it's hype, make sure we're feeling the love, make sure it's getting in. We fucking vibe, man. The greatest show on earth. Number one talk show, I believe. Speak it into existence. Believe that we're running with it, we're going with it, all that shit. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. It was a long ass weekend. We had Easter weekend, we had coming up on Wednesday. We got Freedom Day coming up. Then on Monday, that day is Workers' Day, so it's gonna be another long ass weekend, gonna be another long ass week. SA Love Party, only country in the world where if the holiday falls on a Sunday, we take it to a Monday. We have the most public holidays in the world for a country. Fucking SA, love it. Need it. But let's get on to sound advice. You already know how we started the show, giving you the best advice on the best sounds to listen to. It's sound advice from the only one hip-hop therapist. So we're going to be talking about drops today. I gave you some reviews in the last episode, so let's talk about the drops that came out this past week. And firstly, got A-Reece. He dropped a young 420 project. This past week was 420. Shout out to all my stoners. Hope you got lit. But it's 420 every day where we is. But A-Reece dropped the Burning Tree young EP. 7-8 piece 9 piece, very beautiful. Like in terms of if you're a stoner, that's stoner music for real. You're gonna listen to it, gonna enjoy it. The bars is there, the vibes, the production's very nice. I'm still waiting for Paradise to still wish Mash Beats was there in production. Hope they're back together. But it was a very good solid project from Reece. I just heard a bit of it. Gotta smoke up. Next up we got Zulo, Talk to Me, nice. He dropped, everyone excited for him. New cat in the game. Everyone's saying it's a banger. Need to listen to it, so check that out. Want to see what it's into. Want to see what we get into. Man's had a billboard out there in Bramfontein there by Bram Square. So hectic, man, hectic for a rollout. Crazy. Love that. Love seeing that from young cats. Next up we have Dope Saint Jude. She's been flying the South African flag loud and proud. Wavy. When I say wavy, like overseas, she be out in London doing her shit in the UK, getting some tours and everything. So she been repping. She been going hard for a minute now, like doing her thing and like just killing it. But she dropped her Higher Self EP. You know, just a young take. Listen to that, cop that. Always a big fan. Dope Saint Jude. Shout out. Always much love. Always represent the flag. Represent SA. Represent SA hip hop. Fucking beautiful. Fucking crazy. You know, she's found her own lane, her own sound. She's stuck with it. She's gone with it. I love the stick-to-itness with it. I love her being her. I love, you know, everything about it. Like, unapologetically, she's just going. Like, she's just fucking maverick pioneer doing her thing. Let's keep rocking. We need you. Next up, we got Thandonje. She dropped her project Stillness. So a lot of reviews, people were saying it's fire. Tom Saison was saying that, hey man, he was shedding tears to one of the jams. So in terms of R&B singing, I'm looking very fucking forward to that. Know the songs are going to be beautiful. Know the voice is beautiful. Vocals, you know, Thandonje doesn't just sing in just for fun. No. She, you know, she's going. And I think it's not Thandonje, it's Thando. It's just Thando. Like she was explaining on Slicker, like it's the Nje is like, isn't like just Thando. Like it's Thando. It's not Thandonje, but her name's Thando. But, you know, I think we separated that because Thando is a common name here in SA. So I think that also gave her a young, like, hey, Thandonje. Like, we all can say, hey, did you listen to the Thando? Which Thando? No, just Thandonje. Like, so that's dope. So it's like kind of like how Black, when we're like 6 lakh, you know, don't be called 6 lakh. And sometimes the fans give, you know, you always had this thing, your friends give you a nickname. Sometimes the fans have to name you and be like, yeah, you rocking. That's how we know you. That's how we going. That's how we with it. And then Costa Titch dropped a project with Champuru called Trapiano Volume 1. So I guess it's going to be a series. Should be a Volume 2 coming out. Don't know if we're going to get a third volume, but it should be. And haven't listened to it yet, but I like the concept of it. You guys know I've been saying for a minute, let's sample piano beats. Like, even if you look at American hip hop, like they sample everything, jazz, funk, rock, like everything that's come before. Right now, piano is something that and it has the drums of hip hop. Those log drums, those are like doom, do 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 do. Like how many times you seen Luka and these niggas do? This ain't nothing new. So if we can take that, put it do do do, put a little bit trap on it. Also, let's not lie, like piano also started getting that boom and niggas started rapping on it. You know, my producers like, guys, let's rap. Focus started rapping on it. Then we started so it's kind of like a mix of Kwaito, hip hop, like piano thing, but it's very much house. Like you know the direction, the melodies, how it goes is house. So if we can take that and just, so I'm excited to listen to this Costa project, see how it is. I just don't like, because I know Noto's gonna go off on some, oh no, like, I think he's talking about the sound of it, right? And I don't mind that, like the sound, like, yeah, let's find some original sounds, which we've had. We've had kind of Republic, we've had Double HP, we had, you know, bringing the whole Motswako vibe. Like, you know, we've had Squatter Camp, we've had sounds, you know, we've had sounds. Even with AKA, you know, sampling some great tunes. Like, we've had good fucking sounds. Like, I don't like that, oh, the American want to be like that. That's the shit that pissed me off. Like, if you're gonna wanna us reps SA, just say, hey guys, let's sample. Like, you don't have to diss other niggas to put other niggas on like that. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So shout out for Costa Titch for doing that, enjoying that. Hopefully that's a banger. Well, no, but next up we got Word on the Street, where we had to bring you what's happening, what's going. Like I said, we're in the streets and we're in the streets, so we're bringing you from all avenues. You gotta know what's happening, you gotta understand the game, what's really booming, what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Because information is key. A lot of us are misinformed or just don't know enough to, you know, to do better. You gotta know better to do better. So let's get out to that. First up, I mean, it was Confest weekend. Shout out RIP, rest in power, Ricky Rick, you know, the legend. Looked fucking amazing. I didn't go. I didn't even, like, even if I had the money, I don't think I was gonna buy a ticket, if I'm being honest. I just didn't. I'm not a big fan of crowds and festivals and all that shandies. Like, I'm very much, yeah, like even, you know, like people are like, oh, I wanna go to Coachella. It's like, nah, not really. Like, I just wanna hang in studio with niggas. I wanna be there with niggas when they're creating the shits and doing like the process. But like, that stuff, it's nice. I guess it's nice, especially for the performers, like, you know, would want to, like, if it's being on stage and being able to do that, like if I could present on stage to a whole crowd just chatting my shit, like that would be fire. But not trying to be there in the fans. But yeah, Confest was nice, delicious, you know, see some looks, people looking beautiful, looking lovely, you know, people said AKA kill the performances. And some performances here people were enjoying. You know, they had different stages. They had the better stage, I think, which was more like, you know, the younger stage, the indoor stage, looking at like the pictures and the setups from it. And then they had the main stage, obviously. I know on the last day, the Sunday night, people also say Casper killed his performance. I want to give a shout out to, they know, give legendary shouts for, and big shout, I want to give a shout out to Uncle Vinny. Like, I saw the video of him doing Ricky's Buy It Out, the intro. The which way, I haven't seen that in a long time. Last time I saw that was at the Reese Effect in, when was it, 2019? Was it 2019? Yeah, 2019. I think 2019. Nah, it wasn't 2020. Yeah, 2019, somewhere there. And Ricky did that, and I still have that video. Oh, it bangs. Like, when I saw Uncle Vinny do that, I wanted to shed a tear because I remember that experience. Like, I remember just Ricardo's touch. And I know it's gonna seem weird, like, Reese Effect, but not Cotton Fest. Like, I don't like festivals, but I like concerts. Like, if you took me to a concert for this person, I know I'm gonna get at least 30 minutes from each individual and enjoy their set. Sharp, put me there. Festivals, too loud, too big, too long of a time, just, nah, I like concerts. So that Reese Effect, it was beautiful. Like, oh, when Uncle Vinny did that, which way? Wait, I haven't seen that, which, I wanted to, like, I just remember reliving that experience and just like, man, that was beautiful. That Ricky was such a fucking performer. That was, shout out to Uncle Vinny for that, needed that. But talking about A-Reece and Effect and Confess, so he was supposed to close that Sunday show, and then he came out on the live saying he got cut off because a lot of people are like, hey, you know, why is it so short? He was saying he got cut off. People were tweeting, oh no, they can't believe A-Reece got cut off. And people saying, yeah, but the intro, he's doing the intro long, 5-minute skit. But I mean, like, when you look at it, and they're saying Young Stunner came after Reese. And I wouldn't like that when you look at it, right? And I don't want to claim this whole thing of, oh no, it's a hip hop, what, no. But just, if you look at history, how Rick started, cool, hip hop, blah, blah, blah. Then we look at the Confest and when he brought Reese on stage and accepted him and Reese had that crying breakdown moment, right? Then you look at the Reese Effect and Ricky was there with him also, like even open, like he was the last act before Reese got on stage. It's like, cool, right? Then the growth then build up. Now we know how Reese has all these kids in his hands, like Essay, like, you know, he's rocking with them. Like, that has to be a moment for him. Like, he has to do the intros, he has to finish off, you have to let him go off, he has to be the closer. Like, I don't care, AKA went on before Reese and you guys are gonna cut him. Like, come on, there's no way, you have to let Reese do all the songs and close. That's how you have to end it up, that's how you have to close it. That just was not that didn't put that, like, that end, like, from someone not being there, it just looked weird from the outside. Like, you guys aren't gonna let that happen. And it looks, even AK was tweeting, like, it looks to think of that industry hating on Reese. Like, why are they being weird with the kid? You know, just let him finish the set, man. Let him go off. Yo, I was disappointed to hear that. Obviously, fans were also sad. They were crying. Even, you know, Theo was like, nah, like, guys, like, let Reese go off. That was, but shout out to Confess, shout out to everyone putting together, shout out to everyone who went through, shout out to, you know, Ricky Rick, his family, condolences, prayers, positive energies all day, every day. Shout out to us who came out, did their thing for him, paid respects to him. You know, it was just beautiful. AK even brought out the Les, they got back together. That was beautiful. Like, a whole lot of things. Ricky was going to bring out Casper, they were going to get back together. It was just a beautiful vibe. Like, watching it from afar, besides the, you know, one thing and the people talking about the snubs before the event, at the end of the day, it was fucking beautiful, fucking lovely. I'm sure Ricky's looking down at his friends and the people he fucked with and his family, less looking down, proud, happy as fuck, you know, created something that can live on his legacy, especially for the kids. Hopefully it carries on, hopefully it doesn't, you know, stays clean like this year after year after year. Keep putting on new kids, keep putting on the youth, you know, more artists, all that. And just shout out love to Ricky. And while we're getting, like, you know, shouting out and giving love, Rick Ross also out there, he's in the States, he's also showing some love, just shouting out some names. Tchecho, my boy, Tchecho, but appreciate that, appreciate you. Try, you know, Rick Ross giving a whole lot of shout out love to artists. Appreciate that, need that, necessary. It's always good to get, like, and everyone's like, oh, why are you taking recognition? Like, nah, dude, it's good to see recognition from other places, from international, especially from heavyweights in the same genre of what you do. That's like saying, hey, fuck it, if Basquiat came now, or whatever, Basquiat. I'll come Basquiat. I'll fuck with Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? If Basquiat came down and said, oh, you paint dope, and we're like, oh, no, you don't need it, you know? Or like these Gucci's or whatever came and told your Rich Nisi's and your Makosas or whatnot that, hey, this is dope, and they were like, nah, fuck it. Like, a shout out is necessary, especially when it's from your peers at higher levels that the world has always aspired to, whether it's right or not. But you know, thanks for that. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the shout out. Glad to know somewhere SA hip hop is moving and traveling and being listened to, and there's people who want to spread it and give credit and give love and hopefully open ears and doors for others. So we need that. Hey man, well, you know, we getting some love now, some hate, some tough. Indaba yase Dubai was crying that the track he was on, Imalending with Big Zulu, we know that blew up, and Rick himself. It was crazy. It blew up. It was crazy. It went platinum, I think. And he's saying that he's not even seeing money. At most, he's seen like 3.7 a month. So now Big Zulu obviously is like, hey guys, Nkabi Records, we chatted to Ambitious Records. We had the deal. We did the sheets. We paid them. They paying out. So everyone's looking at Ambitious Records like, they're doing this crazy flop thing again. But I think what people don't realize in the music industry is that record labels, this is their job. Their job is to find an artist, say, hey dog, we're going to make you big. We're going to make you a star. They sell you that dream. What they don't tell in the contract in terms that we're going to pay everything and we need everything back. We're going to need to recoup that shit. Whether it's from sales, from touring, if you have a 360, from merch, from whatever, we're going to recoup that back. So if they're paying for studio, paying for your crib to live in, paying for the whips you going in, paying for, you know, all that shandies, your profit is going to look little because they're going to look like, hey dog, we're cutting that check, we're taking it. And this happens. Even overseas, it's kind of like that's the job of a record label, to have a machine behind you to push all of that. And some of the biggest artists have done it. I've just always told people, just don't sign what you don't know. Do your research, go to loyal friends. Don't be so, and that's how record labels go on. They go for the desperate artists. Like, it sucks to say the artists who are struggling or they don't have money or you need that break, you've been doing it. Like, that's who they pick on because they know you're not going to have time to read. They're just going to flash you, hey, here's car, hey, here's house, hey, here's studio. Go enjoy your call. But they're not telling you how much the studio's costing. Maybe you could hit up your homies and do it at a very fucking good studio. Homie kills it. But they'll tell you, nah, we need this studio, whatnot. We paying for a session. Maybe the session's an hour's 5,000. So already from your check, you know you got to recoup 5,000 for that hour session. Then there's mixing, then there's mastering. That's just the process of making the song. Then maybe they're in your contract, they put enough for living costs, like your clothes, you're doing that, your wah. And you know, Ambitious has always said, they even said that's what they did for Reece. The owners, like, they put $1 million into Reece for that Paradise project. Sometimes they don't see it back. Because, you know, money's not like that. Money, like, the music industry is not just like that way. Oh, make a product profit, we get back change. Like, there's, like I said, royalties, different type of avenues. So sometimes they don't even recoup. And that's why it's also very important that in SA we have lots of A&Rs and we have people searching. Like, the major labels, only Universe has an A&R because we need A&Rs to search for new talent and be like, hey, this could be fire, and have people actually believe. I think that's the biggest issue. They say we don't have people who believe, people who will take, hey, this kid's going to be fire and I'm going to work with them and we're going to go and we're going to push, and no matter what, we're going to get through it and we're going to boom because he's going to be big. Like, everyone wants that dream, American dream story, but they don't understand, like, that's the work that goes into it. Look into these stories. These guys had niggas, had teams who just believed in them and were riding. And that's what I want to do for peace. That's what I do for kids. If you know, that's why I started the show. That's the love. We just need belief. So record labels, you guys need to do the research on that. It sucks to hear, you know, that from Indaba yase Dubai. He even saying like he's down with the music. So all praise to him. Hopefully he sorts it out. But man, sometimes signing a bad deal is just signing a bad deal. And you got to know, you got to sign. You got to also be careful of it. But also you're talking about shows and all that. During the week, AKA shoes got stolen. He was performing somewhere in Malawi. He was crowd surfing. They stole his shoe, but some bro said, nah, I got your shoes. Came back, swung back at you. And the shoes, man was wearing the Yeezys, the Nike Yeezys there at Cotton Fest. Yo, guys, AKA is pretty stacked up in the drip. It's pretty stacked up in the drip, And then lastly, just want to talk about Big Xhosa. He was saying that he doesn't feel accepted by hip-hop rap industry thing. And I think maybe that's because, yeah, he started out with the diss, but that's hip-hop, you know, that's what's needed. But we all know that, like, now, like, as artists are very sensitive and insecure, and I think coming out your first big single, just dissing, is not gonna help anyone. Like, if you look at it like Kendrick, when Kendrick dropped Control, Drake was the first one to be like, oh no, that guy's not gonna get any more features, like blah blah blah. And it wasn't Kendrick's song Control. He dropped the Control verse. It was Big Sean's. Drake was like, no, he's not gonna get features, not gonna work with. You know how their relationship with Rocky. And even look at Kendrick's features, like he features with some niggas, but Kendrick's not like the most friendliest dude outside in the media, like but yeah, drop Good Kid, where people gonna be like, oh, we fuck with you. Then he could come and be like, actually, I fuck with you guys, but I'm also trying to murder all of you guys and kill that shit. Then people are like, oh, okay. You know, so I think with Big Xhosa, it was that thing of like, you're just coming out, just going at niggas saying shit. Like, we don't even know your rap. You don't even know the hustle. We don't know where you come from. Like, there was that level of respect that I think niggas were like, hey, shit, boy, what's going on here? Like, talk to us nice. So that's the situation. But I'm talking about talking nice, you gotta talk nice, you gotta look nice as well. I'm bringing you retail therapy, you know, for all your drip needs. This week we're going fully Nike. You can see drip in it, even the pants, if you wanna know. You know what I'm saying? Even the fucking, that's just how I'm rocking this week. So first up, Nike, the Nike Presto. They did a collab with Hello Kitty, looking young, cute. The Presto, I won't lie, the Presto's a cute shoe. It's a nice, young, running cute shoe. I don't think it fits my feet, but it's cute. Looking cute, Hello Kitty there with the bows and the, buy that for my daughter. You know that. If you want to buy something for my daughter, buy that. You know that. She's already hitting adult size. My daughter's 4. She's even be wearing size 1, like human shoes size 1, like not the baby, like human shoes size 1. So tough. Next up, you know, NBA. It's the playoffs. Dallas versus, you know, I'm a Mavs fan for life, you know. Raised in Dallas, spent my childhood there. Texas Dirt Nowitzki, you know what it is. I'm supposed to be wearing that motherfucker right now, but it's kind of cold, chilly, you know what I'm saying? Need a long sleeve. But up against Utah, we were 2-1 up in the series. Luka came back 2-2. Lost by 100-99. Damn it, my boy dropped 30 and 10. But on the same night, he dropped the Jordan 1 Luka's. You know, he's in the Jordan brand collab. So he's coming out with his own shoe kick. It's looking clean, looking nice, looking a little bit futuristic. I'm liking it. Talking about since we're on Jordan brand and ballers and NBA, Zion Williamson, if you don't know him, plays for the NBA Pelicans. He's also signed to Jordan, like Jordan's picking up the young guys. He has his shoe coming out, but it looks like it's going to be a collab with Naruto. So all the anime heads, all the basketball heads, the little, you know, the black niggas who were both, we found something. It's gonna be crazy. Don't know what it looks like yet. He just dropped that logo with the X. We know the X means collab, so times whatever. It's looking nice. And we know Air Force One, it's still the 40th anniversary this year, so they dropped 2 colorways of the 82 themed Air Force One, where they got the year 82 on it, and they kind of got like the old, like an 80s aesthetic to it. It's looking nice. Nike, I still want the Cortezes. It's 50 years of Cortez. I still need to see what you guys are cooking up. I know Kendrick's dropping the album next month. You know Kendrick has the Kung Fu Kenny Cortezes. He has the 1, he has the 2. You guys need to do something crazy. Because it's Morales and the big steppers. So I'll expect Cortez to come up with something big, the big stepper. Like the big, come on. And it's Kendrick's last album, come on, do something crazy. Me, do something crazy. Come on. And lastly, Nike has entered the NFT game with the dunk that they have. I don't really know, don't really care for NFTs, don't really care for that shandies. The last cue card, supposed to have wins and losses sports. We get into that. It's probably somewhere here on the floor, but I know, firstly, F1, it's tough. Lewis was saying that, hey man, Lewis is getting murked. And not in the right way, like, because the Merc is just not riding. Like, he was even saying the season's over. Just now they qualified 11th and 16th, him, George Russell and him. So it's looking bad for Mercedes out there. Lewis is getting murked, my boy is getting murked. As you know, his NBA playoffs is looking crazy. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving look like they're about to get swept by the Celtics if they don't win like tonight's match. 4-0, everyone else has a game in hand. Utah Jazz, Dallas 2-2. Heat and Hawks 3-1, Raptors, Philly 3-1, Golden State, Nuggets 3-1. Looked like Nuggets were about to get swept. They even took a game back. That's why everyone's looking at the Nets like, ooh, it's kind of crazy there by you. You know, everyone has a game. Everyone has a game besides the Nets. Suns, Pelicans 2-2. Devin Booker's out with the hamstring industry, so that could be the issue. It's looking deep. Philly was supposed to sweep Raptors, but people are looking at James Harden like, you know, he's not that. I think he's still doing good. Like, the numbers he's putting up are decent, but it's not James Harden. Like, it's just it's the right numbers aren't looking decent. And B was out with the thumb injury, you know, the last game in game 4, he had to leave because of that. So it's looking tight. Oh, Minnesota, Memphis Grizzlies, oh, that one's, they barking at each other. 2-2, both took away games, both have home games. You know, Jazz talking his shit. Love it. Want to see the boy go through. And just blessed. Hey man, Heat are killing the Hawks, icing them. Bucks and the Bulls. DeRozan took one with 41 points. Chris Middleton was out. Everyone thought, but Neymar. Giannis is like, guys, I'm actually the best player right now living, and he's doing the fucking shit. So they're 3-1 up also. So whoever your favorite pick is, hopefully they do the thing. I'm saying Mavs for the fucking title, for the W. 10 years since the last one. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? We getting that shit popping. In sports wise, this week coming, we got the UEFA Semi-Finals coming up. We got Real Madrid versus Man City. Then we got Villarreal versus Liverpool. Obviously, the English boys, they hoping to see an English finals. The Spanish boys are hoping to see a Spanish finals. That's pretty crazy, you know what I'm saying? And if they do see an English finals, everyone's thinking Liverpool might beat Man City. They beat them in the FA Cup 3-2. Man City and Liverpool are fighting for the top spot in the English Premier League. Like, you know, I think they're separated by just a point. I don't know. I'm not too much into football, but I know it's hectic for them. So if that final happens, it's going to be tense. It's going to be tough. It's going to be action-packed. It might just be, woo, a shake of a shimmy. But besides that, man, I'm Erratic Assassin, the hip-hop therapist. This is the Erratic Show. We in the streets and we industry. I hope you enjoyed it. Click that subscribe button for the vibe, for the like and everything. You know, I never put the graphics there. I just want you guys to watch. This show is going to keep growing. I'm going to keep doing my thing. You know, I'm going to always be here. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. One day we'll be off YouTube. We'll be in a fucking studio. We'll be doing the show. Have graphics on the board. Be the Oprah Winfrey of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Fucking love you guys. Thank you, peace. Let me clap one time. Let me clap one time. It's kind of weird talking about claps. Besides getting hand claps, maybe you need to see some ass claps. It's cold outside, baby. It's winter. Get warm. Get a body.